Bills and Chiefs. That's the game on Sunday night, the latest rematch between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Chiefs are favored by 1.5 points. Let's hear a little from Von Miller, former Super Bowl MVP, on the key to keeping Patrick Mahomes corralled in the pocket when he goes back to pass.
I don't know. I wish I had, a magic play that we could draw up, and I would be calling it, every single play. But, he's just one of those players like you. It's kind of like, Kobe. Like, he's gonna score his shots. He's gonna score his points. No matter if you have two guys on him, one guy on him. No matter if you're playing man zone, if you're rushing him, like he's gonna make plays. We just got to make a few plays. More than him. Got to understand what we're doing, understand how we're rushing, and really all three of these games that we've played in. Counting this one coming up with Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix and Lamar Jackson, all those guys have the ability to take over the game, by themselves, just using their feet. And we just got to know what we're doing up front. That's not being timid and it's not being too aggressive. Just knowing what we're doing, knowing where we're rushing, knowing what we're trying to accomplish, and understanding that he's going to make plays. We just got to make a few more than he does.
Make a few more plays than the other team, and that's how they keep winning these games. The one game they didn't win this year that they were trying to win, because Week 18 against the Broncos doesn't count, the Bills were the team that made a few more plays than the Chiefs, and the Bills have learned, especially against the Ravens, who were a better team than Buffalo, how to make a few more plays, and that's what it all comes down to. 4 or 5 plays. Who's going to make those plays? Especially the one that's got to be made with maybe 2 minutes, maybe as few as 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. That's who's going to win this game. I think that's how close it's going to be. And one of these teams is going to do what it always does, and the other team's going to be the one that fails to do it at the most important moment.
Yeah, you talk about the story of the games, and it is stopping Mahomes from scrambling around, because what happens is you see the Chiefs there in 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 8, and Mahomes drops back. He's got 5, 6, 7 seconds. He runs around. He scrambles for 12 yards. It's a first down. And I tell you, Mike, those are the plays that are really just deflating for a defense. They take the heart and soul out of a defense when he's running around. And I'm going to tell you the second thing that he did mention, and maybe he did talk about in his press conference, was they have to make Travis Kelce, they got to make him earn everything. They can't allow him to come out and fake like he's chip blocking, turn around, catch a 3-yard pass, make a guy miss, and go for 12 or 15 yards. Those plays, you have to keep a guy on Travis Kelce. He doesn't get paid the type of money that he gets paid to block. He wants to come out. He wants to make people miss. He wants to act like that he's blocking or he's in a lazy route. He wants to try to find the little soft openings in the zone. If it's me, I'm keeping a guy on Travis Kelce. I'm playing a boxing one. I'm taking one of my best defenders. I'm putting him on Travis. I'm saying, I want you to be physical. I want you to jam him. We're going to play some zone coverage behind it. But you have to take Travis Kelce away. And then look at this guy, man. He's 30-something years old. He's just finding the soft opening in the zone, and he's just making plays. And that's something that they're going to have to stop. Patrick Mahomes scrambling and Travis Kelce making him earn everything that he gets.
And you're right, too, because these guys have experience. They're not going to get freaked out by the moment. I want to force the game into the hands of guys who haven't done it, like Xavier Worthy, like Hollywood Brown, who's finally back and playing at a high level if you can get him the football. And then there's DeAndre Hopkins, who's been MIA in recent weeks. Juju Smith-Schuster, I had to check and make sure he was still on the team. I want to force the ball toward the guys who aren't the ones who have been the engine for this dynasty that the Chiefs have put together. And then the running game. It's amazing how they just don't have the punch. And one of the reasons, we were talking about this yesterday, when you take Joe Thuney from left guard and put him at left tackle, all of a sudden, a little harder to run up the middle without him next to Creed Humphrey opening those holes. So that Chiefs team is not what it's been in recent years, but they still win. And this is the ultimate test. The one team that's beaten them since Christmas Day of 2023 in a game that the Chiefs were trying to win. One team has beaten them, the Buffalo Bills, 30-21, because they made the play, 4th and 2, 26-yard touchdown run. Can the Bills do it again? And until somebody can kill the Chiefs, I'm not going to say that the Chiefs will fail. We keep seeing them succeed. It's impossible to say, oh, they're just not going to have it today, because every day it seems like they do.
I look at Andy Reid and just the job that he's been able to do. There's nothing that the Chiefs can overcome. I mean, you think about the stuff on the field, all the stuff off the field that he's had to deal with, all the different injuries and things like that, and guys just being unselfish. You talk about Joe Tooney, man, as much as that may hurt them in the run game, but I think that helps them in other facets of their football team. I mean, to see a guy who's an all-pro at guard moving and doing his thing at left tackle and moving. That's like me, Mike, playing strong safety and going in the middle of a game and saying, you know what, I got Jamar Chase. Let me play cornerback one-on-one against Jamar Chase. That is tough to do. And the fact that Joe Tooney would put his reputation on the line and do something like that, to me, it speaks volumes of the team. So to me, it's bigger than just those individual matchups. This is a team, a Chiefs team. They walk around. They've been to 7 straight AFC championships. They won back-to-back Super Bowls. And this is a team that finished 15-1. They still walk around. They don't walk around like they're champions. They walk around very humble and very hungry. But that comes from Andy Reid. That comes from Patrick Mahomes, Chris Jones, those guys. And it's just special what they have. So I don't think there's anything on the field that they hadn't seen. And they don't panic because they have that intestinal fortitude.
And now here they are quietly 2 games away from doing something that no team has ever done. 3 in a row. 2 wins, and they'll have 3 in a row. And that will do wonders for how that team is remembered and how Patrick Mahomes is remembered.
Let me speak to this real quick. I've won back-to-back Super Bowls, and it's really tough to do because once you win that one Super Bowl, you feel like you made it, and that's when players get comfortable. But for Andy Reid to push these guys to win another Super Bowl, so they're back-to-back. It took over 20 years, and now they're in a position to win a 3rd Super Bowl. This is the most incredible thing that I've seen team-wise. It's not about the Dolphins going, the early Dolphins going undefeated, us going regular undefeated, 16-0 in a regular season game. This is probably the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen if they win a 3rd Super Bowl in a row because how much motivation it takes for these players, and Andy Reid has been fantastic.
Climb the mountain and win the ultimate prize. What next? Go try to do it again. Climb the mountain and win the ultimate prize. What next? Go try to do it again. So, and they've done it. And they'll try to do it again next year if they do it this year. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.